What a train wreck for football game this one is. 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Indianapolis Colts 3-5-1, 1-3-1 on the road at the Las Vegas Raiders 2-6, 2-1 at home. Allegiant Stadium at Las Vegas, Nevada. And you called this. You told us that was the reason why Ellinger was in, and that Reich was about to be let go, and that's the case. Raiders open up -5.5. They moved to -6, and then they moved to -6.5. From a total standpoint, it opened up at 43. At the pick'em, it's now -115 to the under, which means it's probably moved to 42.5 at most books. When we go over to the cash flow in Colts Vegas, we have 3,165 students in. Sorry, I was looking at. I just asked a student about infinite regressive policy from Cheshire. We have 3,165 tickets in. 75% of the tickets, 84% of the cash on the Raiders. Then we have 79% of tickets, 98% of cash on the under. Colts come in off a 26-3 loss in New England. That was the final draw and costing Frank Reich his job. Jeff Saturday, the Colts great, has been picked to come in. So this is trusting less experienced coaches with the enormous responsibility thing again that we're seeing here. He has picked his play caller. So they fired Marcus Brady after week 8. Now the play caller will be Parks Frazier. Frazier is in his 5th season with the Colts. He was one of the Reich's original hires back in 2018. Northeast Mississippi and Murray State quarterback. Spent his first 2 years as an assistant to the head coach. He's 30 years old. This is just shocking to me that this is what they would do. They're 3-5-1. They have a decent defense, and it's just shocking. But I guess they want the number 1 overall pick. They had many chances to pick a quarterback since Andrew Luck retired. Many chances to do something, and they've just done nothing. They've lost 3 straight, and Ellinger was atrocious. 15-29, 103 yards. He ran 5 times for 39 yards. Jonathan Taylor injured, and the running game was awful. Deion Jackson, 11 carries for 23 yards. I thought maybe Zach Moss would help, but he was inactive, and he just had a few days of practice. Alec Pierce led the receivers in yards with 1 catch, 23 yards. The defense, they did all they could do, but it wasn't nearly enough. 4 sacks, 7 quarterback hits. And, of course, like you guys said, and you said it to me, you said about the Belichick's record against rookie and second-year quarterbacks. Right now, rookie and second-year quarterbacks are 4 wins and 43 losses when they go to Gillette. Raiders coming off a 27-20 loss at Jacksonville when they let the 17-0 lead disappear. It was really frustrating. And it happens quite often when I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I was right. My capping was bang on. I was fucking right. And then it just all falls apart in front of my face. 17-0, they were up after 20 minutes, 20-7 at halftime. They've now lost 3 games this season when they've led by 17. If that's not a coaching problem, I mean, Carr was 21-36 for 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams caught 10 passes for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. It was 9 in the first half. But it's so clear that McDaniels is not at halftime he's being out-coached, and the adjustments are being made by the opposition, and he can't handle it. He was targeted 8 times in the second half and caught 1 of them. I thought he was targeted 5, but 8. Jacobs ran 17 times for 67 yards. Las Vegas' final 5 drives, 3 punts, a turnover on downs, and a fumble. The defense couldn't get stops when it mattered. 0 sacks, 4 quarterback hits. Divine Diablo injured his right forearm. He's done for at least 4 games. He's on the injured reserve. He's being replaced by Sidney Jones, who they just signed. He was released from the Seahawks, cleared waivers. So Sidney Jones comes in. I don't think he'll start right away. Blake Martinez replaced Diablo. Diablo was playing well. He was tied for the 6th most tackles in the NFL. He had 35 tackles in the past 3 games. So now you take him off of the defense. This game is such a garbage fire. It's not even a bum fight. It's a garbage fire. Take it away for us, Andy. Colts, Raiders.
Do you dare? And I feel bad for laughing at the Raiders' second half, but do you dare do it again? I said this to a couple people today. I said, God damn it. This could be a high school team. I wish this was a high school team they were playing, or a college team, or anyone else. Like I wouldn't, think twice about taking a touchdown over an offense that is clearly super regressed in every which way, especially the offensive line, which is supposed to be a strength. And now we're starting a quarterback who has no business being a starter in the league, won't be a long-term starter. You've fired your coach, your offensive coordinator, and you have nobody on staff that's ever called plays. You brought in a coach who isn't even being brought in to actually coach. He's basically undercover boss. He's in there to just evaluate the roster for Irsay for the rest of the season. So you've got a team that has no incentive to win. They want to get to the end of the season and start over, try to figure out the quarterback question and the coaching question. But man, the Raiders are so poorly coached, and they're so poor in the second half. They're so poor with the lead. So I don't know, like it's Raiders or nothing. Like if you can talk me into betting the Raiders, I will, because it's Raiders or nothing. You can't bet a Colts team that doesn't. they just finally decided who's even going to be the offensive coordinator. How are you going to put in a decent offensive game plan for a terrible offense, and then have a guy who's never called plays live just go out there and do it on the road for the first time? This offense could be. I mean, if this offense punted 12 times, like it wouldn't be super surprising. This is a weird situation. Yeah, and the offense they're going to run is going to be very simplistic, and you would think even a bad coaching staff would be able to figure it out quickly. Like, all right, here's what they're running. So it's so hard because it's the Raiders, and they've struggled. I like how they've gotten Adams involved, but yeah, this is probably a pass. It's going to feel like you're either going to feel like this on Sunday. You're going to say like, man, I bet the fucking Raiders again. I fell for the trap. Or you're going to say, whoa, I missed the opportunity of a lifetime when the Raiders are up 24-0 in the third quarter and the Colts have like 7 yards of offense. It could just be a Colts team total under 17.5 or wherever they're going to end up at.
Sitting with this now all day and, trying to get information on, what Saturday was going to do. I guess where I'm at now is I think that this is a gift. I think that the Raiders, should be bet first half and full game, and I look, we can take the team total over or under for the. I mean, how many units do you want to risk? But I think you cash it all. I think you cash everything. Look, I got embarrassed by the Raiders 2 weeks in a row, but I think that I have to go back to the well. I think I have to. I think that that staying off right now is a mistake.
Yeah, you're not going to get this many shots at an offense that basically doesn't have time to put in a game plan.
So I think that the Colts could be a better team than Las Vegas. I actually do. I'm not even with Ellinger there, but what Irsay's decided to do here is it's so ludicrous. It's so not fair to the players. So
ludicrous, son.
Sky Dragon played the under 2 because it's possible and he just can't score. I mean, do I really want to sit here and have the Raiders first half and full game and the Colts team total under? I think I do. And I think that I can't let the fact that they've taken money out of my pocket the last 2 weeks in a row get in the way of probably the bet.
Each week is different. Oh man, the easiest bet of the year was Tim Waltz at -400. Look at this, opening it up in Minnesota. Governor races are well underway. Yeah, you have this one. I'm gonna send the sideline. What is the team total right now?
Well, there's different. It's a different spot, different books. Here at Pinnacle, I have up, and I have at Pinnacle, it's 19.5, but it's -124 to the under.
Put me on that. They're not getting to 20.
There's no way. There's no way they're going to
put me on that. I'm not going to go full, half, everything, and just give me the team total under. That's not that doesn't make me have to back the Raiders offense in the second half.
You're going to get 19.5 at Pinnacle. I'm getting 16.5 at Bet365. I mean, it's 9 cents less juice, but I don't even think they get
Bodog has. These just aren't up.
I think that that I have to bet the Raiders, and I have to go in and just go in hard and hammer it. I really do.
I like the conviction, though. I like that you're not scared off by, past results are not indicative of future successes. So,
but I needed to talk it out here, and after talking it out, I'm gonna go for no. I think the Raiders beat them badly, and maybe after a few weeks, Parks, Frazier, and gets on the same page with Ellinger and Jeff Saturday and whatever. All right, that's gonna have to happen. God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, let me just write these notes here, and then Colts team total under. Wow, shocking. Who would have thought? After the horrific garbage they've sent me through the last 2 weeks.